Okay. Cool. Hello everyone, welcome back to another playthrough of Neversong. Last thing is that we adventured to basically the left. We went left a lot. And we finally was able to get this guy's grandmother to sneeze. She sneezed up a song. We played the song and we got umbrella. After getting the umbrella, we had a boss fight with the grandmother. Defeated her. Turns out she is also one of these other like adults with, it's like an adult within a mechanical creature. It's really weird. Anyway, after defeating her, we kept going left, and that's how we got here. We're currently in the Black Fork. I think it is the Black Fork or the Black Fort Asylum. We're in the asylum. Hence all the crazy adults. And yeah, we had one weird part in this part thus far where like when we entered it, so it's Black Fork Asylum. Okay. When we entered it, like the screen kept like tilting, and he was like basically, Pete was basically walking parallel as if he was supposed to fall down. We saw Dr. Smile again. For whatever reason, in this place, we have extremely aged John, who is a kid from Pete's hometown. So something weird is going on here. We also have this. And I try to spell the word smile. I'll try it again. Yes. Okay. L. Yeah, I don't know. Because there are multiple E's, so maybe that's part of it. But I think you are going to spell smile. Yeah, luckily these guys are dumb. They face only one direction. For whatever reason. Don't know what that is about. But yeah, so basically today we're just gonna be exploring this place. Trying to see if we can solve the mysteries of this joint. And yeah, there's like these weird things hanging on hooks around. And then yeah, you keep seeing like these weird portraits of adults. It's all very odd. Memorial Garden. Wren, Pete's best friend. Wren is an incredible musician, but likes to spend most of her time outside exploring. Post-op pain relief. Black Fort Asylum. Smile serum. Active ingredients. 1 tin boil. 2 nestle dips. And 1 celluloid node. Regarding the surgery of Simeon Richardson, performed on January 15th, the following events are confidential and should be treated with great care. Our dear Simeon came to us with a request to get implants in his biceps. Due to the intense and felt obligated to apply an adequate. Due to the intense, painful nature of the surgery, the surgeons were at Black Fort felt obligated to apply an adequate amount of pain relief. Due to his birth condition of randomly inflating, we found it necessary to necessary to avoid any interactions with sleeping medicine, and rather gave him a high dose of Smile serum. Although the surgery was a success, like many of our patients, the medicine resulted in a near permanent state of insanity. Is there any more? No, that's it. So Simeon Richardson, that guy who likes to inflate, he got a surgery to get his biceps bigger. They gave him Smile serum, and now he's crazy. Could it be like Pete was going through a lot of stuff mentally? Because again, all of this, I feel like it's confirmed. All of what we're seeing in the game is him experiencing a coma. He's in a coma, so all of this should be in his subconscious. So to have that type of note in his subconscious, maybe it's like showing Pete's distrust of the mental professionals who try to help him.
Pete, is that
That's
you?
gone boy style.
Why are you so small? It's me, Gomboisa. Doc was right. I've lost it. Oh, this is my private $1 million training gym. Gomboisa Elite Fitness Center. I'm talking about me and all my gold medals. 17 gold medals for acrobatics of all kinds. Oh, those were the days. Handsprings, flips, spins, more flips, jumps, swinging, all the moves. The mighty Gomboisa. You remember now? What would you say if I challenged you to a good old-fashioned race from here to the chandelier? Oh, bet you can't keep up with these legs. You're right, but a race will help eliminate the sadness. Race to the chandelier. Get ready, old friend. 3, 2... See you later.
Oh. Said to the chandelier. Oh! Oh! Okay.
I seriously won? Why are you treating me with kid gloves? I'm Gomboisa. Let's race again. I'll meet you at the start. I'm honestly offended at this point. I have my ways of getting back. Now go.
All right. So I bet I need to beat him one way or another in order to get that key he has.
Melanie may have left me after I broke my neck, but I did just win that race. Oh, feels good. Wanna race again?
Okay. How am I supposed to do that? How am I supposed to do that? Like, am I missing something? Like, if I could start from up here. Here we go.
Melanie may have left me.
Till it's 1.
You won. Oh, I'm devastated. I thought I was better than that.
Hey, you beat me 2 times, bro.
Here, take this pharmacy key. You've reminded me what it felt like to be young again. Thank you. Here's the key.
Thanks, man. Woo! Key obtained. Awesome. There we go. Cool. Now, before we continue on to there, I want to go up there. I don't know why they fall through the floor like that. But alright. Got a lot of hearts. Okay. Pharmacy. Employees only. Hello. Is that
Watch out for
Punky?
Punky. That's me, Punky. Hey, Pete, why are you looking so small today? Shami make your face no steak.
so? Serum smile. My me get you if key you get. So serum smile my me get you if key you get. So get him some smile serum and he'll give me a key. Gotcha, Dad. Dude. Brain stuff. That's what that is. Those little things hanging up on the hooks are parts of the brain. There we go. Hi, Dr. Smile's poisonous little ones started crawling from these holes at the moment Wren was kidnapped. Looks like a patient notice. All patients prescribed a daily dose of Smile Serum should be immediately examined and weaned. Smile Serum can sometimes lead to slurred reverse speech. Thank you. Yes, hence why Buddy Boy is talking that way.
Yikes. Looks like some brain matter.
So we're grabbing brain matter now. Where do I put it? Like, there's a lot of this stuff around here.
You want that brain piece instead?
So, we're putting together the brain. Where though? Like, where do you... this way was the mess, was the stuff about Simeon. So that's not what I'm looking for. Alright, I guess we'll just keep moving in that one direction. I'll just have this in mind. So yeah, but that's what we're doing. We're trying to put together pieces of the brain. Okay, so that requires a key. Alright, can't do anything with that. I feel like it might be an achievement to break all these. I don't know. Alright.
Ooh, a cauldron. Makes me feel like a witch.
Well, it's more just straight science. Nothing.
Should I drop this brain piece?
Yes?
I think we need to add stuff to this.
You're putting the brain... That's how they make the smile serum? Brain pieces? Okay. I guess we're doing that now then. Collect brain pieces and put it in the cauldron?
Yikes.
That's weird. Alright, sure, why not? I've seen weirder. Oh my gosh, I saw something absolutely insane on Instagram today.
Should I?
Apparently... Did I mess it up?
I think we need to add.
Because they're gone. Did I mess it up? Let's see. Oh, yes, it's back now. I can't read the notice anymore.
Yikes. Looks like some brain matter.
Let's try something. Let's talk to Monkey again.
Watch out for... Hey, Pete, why are you looking... I'm sorry about that, Pete. This pounding headache makes my tongue feel confused.
So, okay. Okay. So, it said... Nestle dip the celluloid node in the tin boy. So I need those specific pieces. Okay. So I need the thing that looks like a moon, the teardrop, and then just the straight circle. So I need that one up there. So this is the teardrop.
Yikes. Should I?
But on Instagram, randomly, and I never thought this was ever confusing for people, but it shouldn't be.
Yikes.
But apparently, I'm not sure this is a group of people or just this one person, but this one person thought that in Fullmetal Alchemist Brotherhood,
Should I?
that Edward and Winry, who get married in Fullmetal Alchemist Brotherhood near the end, were cousins. And they said it was an incestuous relationship. And like, I'm so glad that the person who was reacting to this comment and literally everyone else in the comment of the reel that I was seeing was just like, what? No. How do you have like zero media literacy? And how the heck did you get that they're cousins? Because I watched that show. I've watched Fullmetal Alchemist, the older one. And I watched Fullmetal Alchemist Brotherhood twice now. There is nothing in the show at all that insinuates they're related at all. The only thing you get is that they're childhood friends, and Al and Ed have had a crush on Renry since for literal years.
I think we need to add stuff.
Well, that should be it, no? Oh, what, do I need to add like multiple of each one? No. Okay, let's go look at the little notice on the thing that talked about Simeon. That tells us what we needed to do in order to make this smile serum. Oh, it's this one, is it? Because there's 2 circles, I just realized. Let me go read it again. I'll take a picture. Make sure I'm doing this correctly. But yeah, how? Alright, let me take a picture of this. Okay, I think that's what it is. I need the 2 nestle dips. Okay, so let me grab that other side. Makes no sense. And it just goes to show, like, I'm so glad that other people, particularly in the anime community, are realizing just how stupid people are becoming. Like, it is getting so bad, the level of media literacy, or more like the lack thereof, people have. It is shocking, truly. And it's just getting worse. And I feel like that's probably one of the reasons why shows like Demon Slayer and Solo Leveling and other shows are just like...
Should I?
That should make our suit. Alright.
Ugh, this stuff smells like plastic mushrooms.
Gross. These other shows are literally just action-packed and don't have much else substance. Also popular because people don't want to think about the more deeper thought-provoking shows like you have in like AOT. Even JJK has some more thought-provoking aspects to it. I have other examples, they're just not coming to mind right now. There's so many shows out there that have so much... Oh, Fullmetal Alchemist, yeah. Fullmetal Alchemist Brotherhood have a lot of thought put into them. But then they don't get anywhere near as much hype as shows like Demon Slayer, Dandadan, or Solo Leveling because they require too much thought. People just want to see the pretty flashing colors and the man go boom. They don't want to think.
Do I smell smile serum? Gimme that. I've had a pounding headache all day. You rock. Here's your reward. A silver key.
Uh-oh, he's gotten worse.
Check it out, the silver key.
Alright, so the silver key I think was this way. And I'm not saying it shows like Demon Slayer or Solo Leveling can't have, like absolutely don't have any sense of thought in them. But they're nowhere near as complex as shows like, again, like AOT or Fullmetal Alchemist Brotherhood. Like, they don't... Demon Slayer is so basic. It's so basic when it comes to the story, and the only thing really got going for it is that it has really good animation and fights. Yet people call that peak. Dandadan. it looks really good. It has some really cool character designs. But there's not much substance to that story at all. Yet again, I hear people say that show is peak. And I honestly hate that term. I don't really like saying and using that term because it's just so dumb. Is that Simeon?
Oh yeah.
Yep.
Hey, puke face. Just messing. I'm a nice guy now and buff. The only hypoinflammatory disorder I have is in these muscles. Ha! Come over here and touch them. Full disclosure, they might feel a little fake because they are, well, implants. Thanks to Dr. Smile, I am now a new man.
You look like a woman.
Would you like to hear my monologue about why health is so important?
I really don't, but sure.
Okay, so when I had hypoinflammatory disorder, I never felt like myself. I felt like a fraud. I wasn't very nice to you, or anybody really, and I'm very sorry about all that. So after everyone left for college, I decided I was gonna get it together. When you came back with Wren, you guys were engaged.
What?
I had lost all that hypoinflammatory weight and it didn't matter. But even still, I knew it was just good for me to be healthy. So I'm grateful that even though she never loved me, I loved her enough to love myself. You know?
All right.
It was a strange feeling knowing how valuable I truly was because of my health.
Oh.
I was valuable because I was healthy. The mirror now told me I was valuable.
That's not how that works, buddy.
So that's why I decided to get a few lifts in my pecs, thighs, calves, etc. And a couple injections here and there to make things pop, just so I could be happy, you know? 5 years and 22 surgeries
Oh my
later,
gosh.
I'm finally at peace with who I am. Look at me. I'm so appealing to the eye. We are visual creatures, so I'm visually valuable. I'm just happy I'm finally feeling like myself, you know? Although, I will say, I've been wondering, do you think my biceps seem a little small?
No, don't get any bigger, bro. That's not how that's supposed to work. You're not valuable because of what you look like, dude. That's not... No, wrong message. Ah, I understand. I need to get that going. All right. Oh, wait a second. I noticed something. No walk. No walk. Okay, no walk. Let's see. You have one here. Bro has key. I'm not seeing another one. Yeah, no, that's not working. No, that's not working. Okay, I was thinking maybe I can land on the bookshelf, but that's not the case either. I feel like it is something like this. And maybe I need to do it in another yeah, no, that's not working. So I can only reach that if I'm going crazy fast. Let's maybe try talking to Simeon again.
Oh, yeah. Just messing. I'm a nice guy now. And buff. The only hypoinflammatory disorder I... Come over here and talk full disclosure. Would you like to hear my monologue?
No.
Oh, okay. Well, just come over here and touch my bicep.
And then we stroke his ego. Okay, nothing there. I'm missing something. Because that's going to take me up there. I don't see another one. Like, I'm guessing there's a third one around here, but I'm not seeing it. There we go. So it's in here. Got it. Okay. Really? Pumpkin. So satisfying to break one of these open. Makes you feel strong. It's why Red Win's baseball team is called the Red Win Pumpkin Busters. Alright, I need to bomb that. Alright, now we got that going. Nice. And I think it's like people's lack of media literacy is honestly probably one of the reasons why I need to stop getting involved with like anime communities, period. Because like, I kid you not, it made me so dang mad, and I may have talked about it before, but it makes no sense. I watch all of MHA, right? My Hero Academia. Love the show. 10 out of 10. Pop off all my kids. There's a character, Endeavor. I get what I need to do. I get it. Named, yeah, there's a character, Endeavor, who sucks. He's the father of Shoto Todoroki. And he is very abusive to Shoto and Shoto's brothers and sister. It's actually because of Endeavor that we even get one of the worst villains in the entire series, Dabi. This is a spoiler, but Dabi is actually Endeavor's son.
Hey, you came to check out my awesome muscles. Here you go. Give him a squeeze.
I don't break him or hurt him. Oh my.
Ow, careful, pal. Now my arm is cramping. Can you hold this key for a sec? Yikes, that hurts.
My bad. Okay, should we get out of here? But yeah, absolute scumbag. Literally married a woman just for her court because he wanted to have kids that could surpass All Might. He is the absolute worst. And because of that, he was, again, physically and emotionally abusive towards, particularly Shoto. He was neglectful and emotionally abusive towards his other children. And then he was physically and emotionally abusive towards Shoto's mother. I'm run off and get a safe point before we continue on. We might end up getting into a fight soon. He literally basically made Shoto's mother crazy. And she was losing her freaking mind one day. She was talking to her parents. And Shoto, he's really small, he's really young. He can't be any more than like 8 years old at this point. And in a moment of insanity, Shoto's mother pours boiling water on his face. And I keep hearing this in the effort to see if she can fix what she had done. She uses her ice powers, but that actually makes it worse, and now he has a permanent scar on his face. Oh, that's that. No? None of that? Alright. Oh. Alright. Oh wow, they gave me a lot of time. So she does hurt Shoto. But like I said, she immediately tried to help him. Felt terrible about it. She's put into like a mental hospital. She's taken away from the kids. And Shoto is mostly mad at... Oh no. Okay, good. Mostly mad at Endeavor. He even, when it first happened, when he was younger, was ticked at freaking Endeavor because had he not... Okay. Made his mother crazy, what happened wouldn't have happened. And later on in the show, while the whole family, oh, I can rotate this thing. All right. While the whole family is like talking and coming to terms. Oh, dang. Coming to terms with what Endeavor did. Cool. The mother, Shoto's mother, is just like, you have every right to hate me, Shoto. You don't have any reason to forgive me. I completely understand what I did was unforgivable. I'm so sorry, blah, blah, blah. And Endeavor also tries to right his wrongs and all that stuff. And in the end, both parents apologize for what they did. And tried to be better. So now, I repeat, Endeavor specifically had Shoto and was physically and emotionally abusive towards him. Oh shoot, I can't go down there right now. I need to change that. Oh shoot, but I can't get back up there. Uh-oh, what am I to do? Okay, I can't get back up. Uh-oh. Well, I guess we're losing some health. And Endeavor did this of his own will. He decided to do this. He's been doing this for years to multiple of the children, not just Shoto. And it's only recently he started feeling bad about it. Then there's Shoto's mother. She would push to hurt one of her kids one time and immediately regretted doing it. And it was because she was pushed to the brink of insanity by her husband, who was, again, physically and emotionally abusive towards her, that she was pushed to that point. Okay. So now that I lost a decent amount of health. Okay, so I guess I need to hit. So I guess I'll use this to get up. That's the one. That's a 2. That's a 3. What's left? Let's see what's left. Is it something up there? So maybe... But then I'll die. Okay, I feel like I'll die. What? That. So I gotta lose even more health. Please tell me that turns those things off. No. Guess I'm sacrificing myself a bit right now. Dudes! Oh my gosh. Why can't I find a way to make these things go away? That would be nice. And now I died. Well darn. Taking a lot longer to load it than I thought it would. All the way back here, huh? All right. Oh, back down there, I guess. But yeah, that's the one willingly and with his whole chest purposefully abuse his kids, physically, neglectfully, and emotionally. Also did the same to his wife. Did it for years. On purpose of his own will. And one didn't, in a fit of insanity, immediately regretted it and never did anything like that ever again to only one of her kids. There are people who believe that Shoto's mother is just as abusive and just as horrible as Shoto's father and should be just as accountable for the trauma he goes through. Luckily, when I see comments like that, there are people who are like, no, she was abused herself, she lost her mind, and she immediately regretted it. There are people saying that, but then there are also people being like, oh, it's because she's a woman, or something nonsensical like that. Oh, men have to be held accountable, but women won't be. And I'm just like, how brain dead do you have to be to not understand that Shoto's mother cannot be as responsible for what she did as freaking Endeavor? Endeavor purposefully did these things for years to multiple of the kids. He didn't lose his mind. He wasn't coerced into doing it. He was just an egotistical, selfish SOB. That's why he did those things. But no, you're gonna say the woman who was pushed to insanity hurt her son. Oh, I have an idea. And then immediately felt awful about it. Here we go. This is the angle I can do. Is just as responsible for the guy as the guy who purposefully, of his own volition, did those things. Oh wait, no. Did I not have to do this anymore? But how am I gonna get to the other side? Whoops. I'm just glad to tank it. It's okay, Pete. Alright, we tanked it. We're good. We're here. That is, it take me off. Just like, no, to no level is she just as responsible as Endeavor. She is responsible and she admits that. She takes accountability for her actions. Mandra, equipped to grow wings. These things are huge and look fleshy. Can I use them to fly? Well, actually, I just realized I can already float, so I really don't need it. Well, I really like his pot. His pot's really cute.
Pete, there's something you should know.
What? You're dead. What is it? Where's the telephone? It's around here somewhere. Room 303.
Please come home. Something's not right.
Something's not right. An old typewriter. Neversong. By Peter Smile. That's his last name. Best Friends 1952. That I was right. He is Mr. Smile. Or Dr. Smiles. So I'm smelling his full name. E. 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 Shoot, I hit it twice. Darn it! Gotta restart. P. E. E. P. E. R. S. M. I. L. Well, dang. Attic. A puppet. Could it be Wren doesn't even exist?
I'm sorry, Pete. I lied to you.
What happened?
Dr. Smile smiled a smile wider than a mile. He drooled a hungry discharge. His pupils began to enlarge. Pete, you made it to my feast. My children and I now have much to eat. That silly Wren is just a doll. You're just in time for nightfall. See, you are just the appetizer. Our children will ravage Red Wind after, and when we're done, we'll look and feel innocent, just like our gold.
So, fun fight.
Needs to be.
Dr. Smile. Okay. Oh, whoa. Ah. Oh my, that took a lot of health. lot of health. That's wild. This is a lot more involved than I thought. So is it the same thing, same pattern? Let me watch it first. Yes. No, bro. My thing's stuck again. I'm sorry, guys. My B. So it seems like it's still a repeat of like the similar other boss fights. Like the other boss fights, it's just like he does the exact same thing over and over again. And you just have this one point where you can attack. Unlike with the other boss fights, though, it seems like it's just a one-hit thing, and then he recycles what it is he's doing, adding on a little bit each time. So it shouldn't be that complicated to get through. Those spikes take a lot of health, though. It's actually crazy. Like, it took a lot of health. Alright. Knives. Avoid. Did I say knives? Knives. My gosh. Alright, does this. Can't go yet. It's all murderous. Oh, okay. So I got rid of the things. That again. We wait. Thus far, I'm not seeing any robot attributes with this guy. So it seems like it's always in the middle. He raises this thing up. Here, wait. I don't think I have to like go all the way to the top. But I will anyway. Oh, okay. That's a little different. shaking the world is actually making this a lot more difficult than it needs to. So it's probably like get beneath the spikes and hide behind there until he's done with his laser or whatever. Him shaking this world is going crazy, bro. It's getting so bad, oh my gosh. So this guy doesn't seem to be a robot. Yeah, I think I need to get like behind the laser or something and hide. Oh, whoops, that's on me. My bad, y'all. I didn't jump, that's on me. Beat Neversong-Finale in less than 5 minutes. This should be the last song.
The final note sang loud and true, and reminded me of you. I'm sorry, Wren. I missed your call. I'm sorry that I wasn't there at all.
D-C-D-E-A. So it seems like the part about these two, Pete and Wren, getting engaged is true. It seems like they got married. Oh, hence the happy anniversary that kept popping up. And it seems like something happened to Wren. And I guess he went to probably a depressive state. What was it? D-C-D-E-A.
Your song reminded me of when we were kids. Just me and Wren. And in this coma, high up above, My one true love whispered.
Wake up.
Dan. Wow. And that is Neversong. Music, art, and story by Thomas Bresh. Bro said, I will do everything. That's, wow. That's crazy. Crazy impressive. And the fact that it's hand-drawn art, that's probably why it's so short, because like that's tough trying to do an entire game with hand-drawn art and all that. So story is that you had this guy who had his wife, Wren. Not entirely sure what happened with Wren, but it seems like she offed herself. That's what I'm guessing. And Pete feels guilty for not being there for her when she needed him. And so he went into a depressive state. It could be that he actually is in a coma. I'm not sure. But he went into a depressive state, I'm guessing, over what happened to Wren and losing her. And in the story, you're just following him as he is struggling with the guilt of not being there for her when she needed him. And yeah, I'm trying to think of if there's any other details in there that are important. I feel like that's just the overall story. It's a story of a guy struggling with the guilt of not being able to help his wife and losing her. Hence the notice at the beginning of the game, just like, to those who suffer, to those who have gone through loss, no, you're not alone, because that's what Pete goes through. Huh. Very well done. I enjoyed that greatly. Alright, so I can do a quick little review. Story was interesting. Again, I did not expect... Oh, Kickstarter neurosurgeons. Interesting. Oh, it's not like actual. Okay. It's not like actual neurosurgeons, right? Kickstarter doctors. Maybe they did actually consult professionals to bring this into reality. I don't know. But story was very interesting. I like the fact that you had, again, this derpy, childlike animation and story and all that stuff, but then you had like these darker undertones coming up repeatedly, therefore making me more interested, because I'm just like, okay, this looked like just a cutesy little story of a kid trying to find his best friend, but you keep insinuating that there's something darker going on. So it had me interested and wanting to play it more. And I'm always a glutton for stories that aim to not only help and educate people, but also entertain folk to a point. Thank you so much for playing. Thank you for making the game. Good stuff. Good stuff. Oh, I forgot about that sapphire key. This key would never go away. Oh shoot, we can go back in. Wait, there's more. There's more. Oh wait. Uh-oh. Can I go back to? Wait a second. Do I have to start an entire new game? Oh wait, no. This takes me back to the Wren Village. Awesome. I forgot about those doors. But I was saying I like stories that educate and bring to people's attentions some realities some people don't really think about, or they forget about, or they know about but they haven't really thought about it a lot recently. I like it when stories are able to bring attention to some of the sadder things of reality. I feel like through video games, movies, and anime, it's a good way to get people's attention while also educating them. So I like that aspect of the story, the fact that they mention how, you're not alone, there's help out there, which can be helpful for those who do struggle with some of the issues tackled within the story, and make them not feel as alone and isolated from the world. Because just like, this is a story that I can relate to, that is speaking to me and is revealing that other people have similar problems, which can be very helpful for people who actually struggle with those issues, start to work through those issues. So love that aspect. Very, very interesting. I like the story. It was cool. Good job, Thomas Brush. Animation, I really like it. It's really like I keep saying, it's really derpy and kind of cutesy. But interestingly, it also has like, so it's like the entire game we started. Okay, gotcha. It also has like this dark vintage, if you know, like that, I think that's a filter on Instagram or something. But it has like this dark hue to it. So like, even though it looks cutesy and colorful and all that stuff, it has like a darkness to it too, which matches with the story. Like, it seemed like just a silly little story, but then there's actually a dark realism to it. But yeah, it looks really clean. I liked it a lot. I thought it's cute. I think it's cute. I really like the animation. Mechanics, they were simple, yet they served their purpose. They didn't give too much. Isn't a lot of fluff. Isn't a lot of button nonsense you gotta do. It's very simple, and I feel like that works because the animation is also pretty simple. Like, there's not a lot of detail to Peter and other characters in the actual game, but you can tell what things are supposed to be, and so the simple mechanics match with the simple visuals of the game. So yeah, I don't really have much to say about the mechanics because they were good. They were simple. They served their purpose. Weren't unnecessarily complicated, and they were fun. They had enough challenge to them to make the game enjoyable, but they weren't so challenging that I would want to throw my computer out a window and bust my head in through a wall. Like some games. So yeah, they were cute. I like them. They're fine. Music was really nice. I talked about it already multiple times. I listened to the soundtrack, I think going on 2 or 3 times now, and I like it a lot. It also has a sense of simplicity to it, which again matched with the overall vibe of the game. Very simple animation, simple mechanics, simple music. But the music is also really pretty, and I love those type of pieces and works. I love music that is soft and not too complex, like has like one motif going on throughout the entire album or stuff like that. But it's still really pretty and can speak to you and all that stuff. I love those type of pieces. I compose those types of pieces all the time because they're just so fun. Really liked the music. It was great. It's so cute, and it also has still that sense of derpiness to it, which again I feel like matches with the character designs they had in the game. Boss fights. I feel like there's not really much to say about them. They were fun enough. Again, they had enough of a challenge and required enough thought that you felt like you were doing a boss fight, but they weren't so challenging that you felt like you had to rage quit. But I feel like I think a lot of the boss fights, I either defeated them in 1 try or in like 2-3 tries. They're not that difficult. Which again matched with just this overall sense of simplicity in the game. They were good, and I feel like the difficulty scaling between like your regular enemies and then the boss fights was good. Like the regular enemies had a bit of challenge to them, but not that much, and then once you get to the boss fights, they had a lot more challenge to them, but not so much again that you want to bust your head through a wall. It's not like, oh, your regular enemies are just as complicated as your boss fights, or your boss fights are just as simple as your regular enemies. Like, no, I feel like they scale the difficulty of the boss fights very well compared to your typical problems. So that was cool. Boss fights were fine. I like the character designs of the boss fights. That was interesting. One thing I'm still confused about is why it was the adults were the ones controlling robots, and that all the villains were like basically all the boss fights were like adults controlling robots. I still don't know what to do with that and how to fit that in with the main story of Pete losing his wife and having to deal with the grief of that. Not sure. But yeah, I like the boss fights. They're fine. Is there anything else? I think music, animation, story, boss fights. I don't think there's really anything else. So I would say overall, I will give it a solid 9 out of 10. I liked it. It's a really chill game. I feel like it's one of those games where I would sit back, relax, pop on some small tunes or something with some snacks, and I would just play through the game in one night. Like, if I wasn't doing this on my channel, I probably would have played this in one sitting because it just seems so simple. But again, as I said, it has enough challenge to it that it's really fun. So it's like the perfect type of game for me when I'm just trying to not do too much but want to play a game. Yeah, I liked it. 9 out of 10. It's cute and it has an important message at the same time. So let's see if we can use this key to open up these things. Kickstarter cemetery. So I need to get my bat. Do I have my song still? No, I don't have a single song right now. Interesting detail. Enter all the secret rooms with the gemstone key.
The video you see
Red
on the
Win
screen
Theater.
is a playthrough of the hit game Coma.
It's
released
Coma,
in
yeah.
2000 and when was it? 8 or 9? 2009.
Wow.
The game was created by Thomas Brush as an 18-year-old boy in
Wow.
the South area of the United States of America, of the world of United Peoples. This game was created using Flash and was 15 minutes long. It went viral and 8 million people played the game. Thomas Brush felt so good about himself that he decided to make games because he loved making this game and it made him famous. At least he thought it did, but really it didn't because it went viral. It doesn't really matter. It's just a Flash game. Thomas Brush decided to recreate this game and call it Once Upon a Coma. Technically, this game you just played was a sequel, but Thomas Brush decided he was going to remake the entire thing. Thomas Brush utilized the Kickstarter community, which Kickstarter is really a community of wonderful, like-minded, generous individuals willing to support the game. The names you see on this screen are people who supported the game at an exponentially expensive rate. Thomas Brush was proud and excited and grateful of these people who supported this game. What you see on screen is an example of true ambition, of true enjoyment of the creative arts. In this game, it's a little bit different than the actual game. What? I'll speed it up, okay? Jeez, I'm crow, there's a lot to cover. Just hold on. In this game, you play as this little black thingy named Pete, and you explore the world around you. The current version of Once Upon a Coma is a little bit different than the actual original Coma. The character himself is no longer a black bean, but you'll notice that some of the side quests are the same. For example, collecting a hook or a needle of some kind to pop the boy caught in the well is something that is repeated in both games. Running across the fields, seeing the flowers, seeing the grass, seeing the flags, seeing the sky, seeing the fireflies is all part of the experience for both versions of the game. Jumping on top of things that look quite like a male organ is also part of this experience. Now, as you can see right here, that we are stabbing Simeon and popping the well, and this actually takes you down below the earth. What you'll notice is when you actually drop down into the well area of the game, it is quite similar, except the name is different. The silver chute. You'll notice
Is this
that the silver
the entire
chute
gameplay of Coma?
guided by a light that you see swinging on this vine. When you decide to explore the world, you'll notice that it's a lot different than the Spiderian Well. The Spiderian Well was a complete remake, as was the game itself, so who cares? There is a snake here, and you'll notice that getting inside the snake's belly is considered part of this level, whereas in the new game, you don't quite get in the snake's belly, rather it is a boss battle. Now, upon re-examination, you'll notice that the placement of all of the levels, placement of the water, placement of the titles, placement of the colors, placement of the pixels. Everyone enjoys this game regardless of if it was changed, alright? It was changed. This game is different than the sequel. It's different than the reboot. So what I will say is Thomas Brush decided that the best thing to do, the best course of action would be to create a completely new game because he didn't want to piss off his fans. Running to the right here, you'll notice that the Shill Bend area is similar to the Neverwood Woods. Shill Bend is named
really
differently,
long.
obviously, than Neverwood. The Neverwood title is completely different than Shill Bend. If you have a problem with it, you can go and just take a breather. There are some interesting aspects to this version of the game that make me wonder if I actually made the right... I'm sorry, I'm speaking in first person here. There are some things that Thomas Brush considers that he probably should have put in the remake of the game, for example, this trampoline. But he didn't have time, and he's pissed now that he didn't do it. But this trampoline is actually one of the key hallmark features of the original Flash game. It's what made the game viral. It's what gave it 8 million views.
Oh, really?
And Thomas wishes that he could put it in the game, but now he knows that he didn't have the time at all. Jumping into the clouds is another experience that you just want to experience for yourself. Running in the clouds is something that's special, and Thomas wishes that he could put it in remake. There's this creature in the sky, this fat, old lump of coal that you can talk to, and it's Gone Boyce's mother. Perhaps in the future, if I add some DLC perhaps in the future, if Thomas adds DLC content, he will one day be able to add Gone Boyce's mother.
What is this?
Dropping down below,
audio?
you can bounce
It's so
extra
weird.
high. Dropping down below, you can drop down. Dropping and jumping, listening to music. Running to the left, looking at the boys hanging. Up the hill, just over the grates and out of the woods. Pete is exploring and exploring for fun. Thomas liked to make this game he did.
This audio is so weird.
Now, as you'll notice, sometimes things in this game are incohesive and the story is not necessarily something you would enjoy, because it doesn't quite make sense. This is because Thomas created this game on his bedroom mattress when he was 18 years old in the middle of school, and he didn't quite have the budget or the time to create a 100% cohesive storyline. This is why the remake is so important. Thomas Brush decided that it was important that the new remake game, would be much more exciting with a cohesive story. Putting the story together was a challenge because he wanted to ensure that the game would be repeated and similar to the other one, this one, but he also wanted to make sure that it stood on its own. Although there are plenty of things that are similar about this game, for example, the characters of Gone Boyce, John, and Pete, there is plenty that is new that allows the story to grow and flourish into a story about childhood. This game, not necessarily, is about childhood. Now, as you can see, we are coming up on the ending of the game. You'll notice there is very little boss fights, there is actually no action, there is nothing that you'll see in this game that is remotely similar to the new game, and that's because Thomas couldn't take it. He couldn't handle the fact that this game made no sense. He couldn't handle the fact that he was remaking a 10-year-old game. He's different, he's new, he's not the same. I'm a different person. I am not who you thought I was. Everybody keeps telling me to make the game the way it was, but it's not. I'm in charge.
It's okay, Thomas.
This
Jeez.
is an Atmos Games production. The video video you see on the screen is a
That's it.
playthrough of the hit game
That's it.
Coma, released in
So it literally
2000.
was the entire gameplay of it.
What
That's
was it?
crazy. So this was originally a revamped version of Coma. Huh. Let me, how do I get that first song? Bro, I'm about to Google what all the songs are. Because I wonder if it will let me do that. I'm not trying to play it again. I'm not trying to play this game again. CGD. Okay. Oh, B. I just want the bat. Alright, cool, awesome. I just want the bat so I can look at the things in the cemetery. Oh. Grown-ups, equipped to put a fake blade through your head. Their heads have all been shaved and wear underwear with the label Black Fork Asylum. Mr. Tone, this big dude is not so nice. He thought you were John, so you blew him up to smithereens. That's Simeon, by the looks of it. Yeah, Simeon Richardson. Equipped to inflate. Jeezum Crow, this guy's a jerk. But judging from his diary, he's got a jelly bean heart. And that is basically all. There are a couple more cards. Yeah, I'm missing like, I think 3, 4, no, 5. I think I'm missing 5 cards. But that is it. That is Neversong. So it is actually based a revamped version of Coma, which I remember playing Coma years ago when it was out, and crazy popular. That one and Limbo, those are the 2 games that were like on Flash game websites. So like Cool Math Games, Congregate, Gimme 5 Games, and other such websites. That's where I played a bit of Coma and Limbo. I forgot how popular Coma had gotten. But yeah, I do remember that one and Limbo, which I actually have Limbo. Those are 2 games that had like that shadow type look to it. You just had like this blob black shadow creature as your main character, and there wasn't literally any other details put into the world. It's just like white background with black shapes, and you just play through this world solving puzzles and stuff. But both those games, Limbo and Coma, got really popular. I remember that. Don't ask me why, but they were big. Interesting. Did not know that. Very cool, very cool. So that is Neversong. That is all. Very short game, very cute game with a important message to it at the same time. Has some pretty cool, pretty cool boss fights. Great music, and animation looks a little derpy, but don't let it deceive you. There's actual substance to all of this. So I hope you guys like this. Thank you for voting for it. Since we're done with this one, I guess it is probably time I put out another poll for something else. So I'll think about what games I put in the poll eventually. I think I won't do it anytime soon. I might do it around the time of the next live stream, which for me isn't for like another 2 weeks at the time of this recording. So I guess then we're just going to be focused on finishing Portal. And if I finish that really soon, then I might just pick a game and just start that. I'll see what happens. But yeah, that is Neversong. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Thank you for coming with me on this journey. And I will catch y'all next set of videos. Bye-bye.